Hey guys, I'm excited to talk about how I'm able to close local business owners just by simply creating really good web landing pages using this platform called Lovable. It's one of my favorites. And what I simply do, I take a prompt that I've generated, create a Lovable prompt for agent name. You can create the name of the agent. This prompt is to create a web landing page designed to intake new clients for, they want to create the landing page for by collecting any new leads, personal info, including name, email, phone number, and any other pertinent information about that company would welcome. And then create an FAQ section and a testimonial section. And attach 5 or 6 high quality images from Canva. And I say something like, add these 5 to 6 images throughout the web landing page, something like that, right? And then it's as simple as pushing go and just take a look at these web landing pages that I've created. I've got so many. I've created 50 of these. Here's a really good example of, and this person just so happens to be in my business networking group. And what's great about that is I'm basically able to work with them, and having this kind of close relationship in a business networking group is really effective. So it's something to think about. But I look at this, accepting new patients, your smile our priority. Again, I just took some of these images and popped them in here. But what's really nice is you can see how clean it is, right? 5-star reviews, trusted by over 500 plus. And it's a simple 5-line prompt. It's a couple images from Canva, and look at this new patient information. You've got your contact form, Dr. Ravi Shah. Again, you're just taking images, plopping them in there. Dental services, frequently asked questions, and then you've got the footer of the page. So most importantly, though, you can see here on the side, this is how you really sell people. Hi there, have a question. Messages here. You would open this up. Obviously, I've worked through this, but what you can do is, hello, can you restart the chat? So I'm just going to restart the chat for us here. But you'll see how quickly that the chat agent is able to basically respond. And you see these 3 dots. You stay engaged. It feels like you're part of the chat. So hello, let's start fresh. Could you please let me know if you are a new patient or if you have visited us before? I'm going to say new patient. And again, this is for anybody. It doesn't have to be. It could be any whatever your niche is, whatever you want to choose. Law firms, dentistry, med spas. The list goes on. You find somebody who has a good website and who might be interested in chat agents. So Ocean Shore Dentistry welcomes new patients. Your first appointment will include paperwork and a comprehensive evaluation. Please bring a D. So I didn't even, honestly, that was prompted probably just from the chat agent scraping the website, which I'm going to show you how to do. Now, could you please confirm if you are a new patient or have visited us before? Oh, okay, new patient. Again, this is like a rough draft. So no matter what, I'm really making sure that I test these rigorously before I put them into production. But the first time around, what type of dental care are you looking for today? Routine cleaning, cosmetic dentistry, emergency care. You can say anything, just say routine cleaning. And this is how you sell the chat agent is, look, imagine that everybody goes home, right? And you just want somebody capturing leads after hours. This is what will do it for you, right? Thank you for confirming that you're looking for routine cleaning, Pete. Do you have dental insurance? Yes. So these are qualifying questions. It gives the dentist and the dental practice a lot of good information before maybe a receptionist calls back. And you can say, hey, look, I've got this information using the qualifying questions. And from there, right, what's the real, sure, of course, sure, sounds good. And now the agent's going to go into a moment of just booking appointments and such. And that's really the job of these chat agents, is to collect, right, capture leads, name, phone number, email, through qualifying questions, and then book an appointment. You get the idea. I'm going to stop there, but I want to show you how I do this all. And what I use is, it's called Go. And if you haven't heard of Go High Level, that's okay too. But essentially, it's just a matter of building funnels and these sub accounts. And it takes a little bit of learning, but if you've ever used Go High Level, you know the power Now, what's really nice are these chat widgets. So the chat widget we were just speaking to, her name was Sadie, right? But if you were to create a new chat widget, this is what you would see. You would see the live chat all in one WhatsApp. We're just going to go for a live chat. The other options are a little bit more advanced, but look, we're going to name, let's say, you just come up with any name, either Cora, take that. So something really simple. And the first thing I click on is styles. And what I do is I go down here and you can pick, everything's customized, but what you want. Hi there, have a question. It says text us here. That's a little odd though if it's on a website. So I would just say message us here. And that will update immediately. You can see that's updated. And this is what you will see. This color can be changed, etc. But this is what any user who lands on the web landing page will see. A picture of this agent, chatbot, whoever, Sadie, Cora, whoever you want to name her, him, her, guy, gal, right? It can all be changed and customized. So we go back up here, scroll up here, and then you have the option to basically update the intro message. If I can get it to cooperate here. Cool. So I'm going to click on chat window. Cool. You want to click on title and intro. And this is where you're going to add your intro message. So you have a couple different options. You want to really ensure that the contact information is immediately centered. So there's not a chance that it's missed by the chat agent. You can have a contact form, which basically means that it'll just say name and then number. And then before the chat begins, the user will have to enter both of those pieces of information. You can add email here too. Typically what I like to do is leave that contact form out, just make this much more natural because people appreciate that. Hello. You could say my name, or I'm Cora, automated assistant. Most business owners prefer that the chat agent announces itself as just that automated virtual assistant. That way there's no guessing, right? Automated assistant for, answer any questions for booking appointment. Ready to get started. Cool. And then if I scroll down here, let me move myself out of the picture. I think that's now what you can do is click on live chat assigned. So what I always do is I click off this tab, show live chat, welcome message, because this will pop up if you don't. Give us a minute to assign you the best person to help out. I just click off of that. And then it says the timeout delay. I just usually max this out to 15 minutes. That's being super laggy, but cool. I think you can skip business office hour setup. I go right down to additional options. So what I like to do is I like to get rid of the branding powered by my agency. Just delete that. Smart referrals, delete that. Cool. And then now you can click off agency branding, because if you click off this and all this stuff is there, it's just going to show up. It's a weird glitch. Get rid of the HIPAA. Don't need that. And then we're going to save this. Cool. Now, what we're going to do, let's go back here. Click on settings. And this is all in GHL. If you want to work with me one-on-one, then I can help you set this all up. You would get a free Go High Level account with me. I'm going to click on Conversation AI, and I'll just create a new bot. So you have two choices, a general Q&A or appointment booking. Let's just go for appointment booking. Let's create a new brand voice. Move myself out of the way here. Brand name, ABC. You would put the website in here, company email, address, phone number, and then I'm just going to put professional tone of voice. Cool, new employee. Let's call her Cora. And we're not going to use for Instagram or Facebook or SMS. We're just going to use it for the website, the live chat. Like if you were setting a Facebook form and you wanted the bot to engage after somebody fills out the form, you can easily do that as well. We don't need an initial greeting because we already have one. Cool. Now, this is important. Information collected. Yep, tick these off: name, email, phone. And then also we're going to have the 3 qualifying questions. So one, you could say, are you an existing patient or again, you could even put this in a chat GPT. Please give me 3 qualifying questions. I do that all the time, and it's really helpful. What kind of dental services are you looking, right? And then you can even give some options. And then finally, like, when are you looking to book an appointment? Cool. Skip if already filled. Cool. Select calendar. So we'll just go for personal calendar. Allow bot to cancel the appointment. Sure. Allow bot to reschedule the appointment. And then I always put it on autopilot. Save and close. Very cool. There's Cora, Sadie, right? So in essence, too, you could actually create 2 different agents for one web landing page. There's really no need if you're doing demos, but if you were actually to put this in production and you wanted an FAQ agent and you wanted also a booking agent, you could have 2 on one website, but that's not what we're really looking for at the moment. We're just looking for new clients. So at this point, what you could do is, right, we're going to go back. You're going to click on sites again. And then what you're going to do is go to this chat widget, and either one of them, whoever you create, I'm going to choose Cora, the one we just created. And right up here for Go High Level, you're going to put get code. This is going to pop up. You're just going to push copy, which is really nice. It's copied. And you're going to go to Lovable. Cool. Once you're back in Lovable, obviously your page would be created, but I just want to loop down here real quick and say, please add the following chat widget to the bottom right hand corner. There we go, show up again. Of the web landing page. Go down. Cool. And then you would copy and paste that embed code right there. Very cool. And again, you would just enter that, and what it would spit out is something really, really professional. Like, as I said, this would be a web landing page for any dentist in your area. So that's really it in a nutshell. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link to my calendar page if you'd like to work with me, and the number 2 to the links at the bottom to the prompts that I use that I enter into Lovable. So I hope you enjoyed. This is really easy to make, really easy to whip up, and good luck. I strongly recommend at least 5 of these and reaching out. And the way you would write an email and create a very similar Loom video to what I'm creating now, make it as short as possible, 2-3 minutes, quick to the point. Just say, hey, I'm Pete, and I work with local business areas setting up their AI chat voice, and I wanted to just demonstrate, show you what I could add to your site, how I could add some value and capture leads and grow your business. So hope you enjoyed, and good luck to you, and thanks again. See you in the next video.